Welcome everybody to the voiceover vlog. Bromley in the FA Cup. Can Newcastle make it? 8 wins out of 8. They should. Let's see what happens.
Great, then here we go. So it's very early. We're still a good an hour and 20 minutes from kick-off. Quite quiet around the ground. Nice winter's day, considering we've had snow last week, so it looks all nice. Some fans are starting to make their way in, a lot of people in Shearers, and a lot of people are probably thinking that this game is a massive banana skin. It's only a couple of years back when Cambridge came to Newcastle United and put out the cup 1-0. We absolutely battered Cambridge, but we couldn't score, and that was Kieran Trippier's first game. So we're heading in with two friends of the channel, Dave and Lorraine, as we head up to the stairs there in the high end of the Gallagher, hence the reason why I'm going to an unusual place. Got my chips in there, and this is their view from their position. Obviously I'm a little bit lower in the Gallagher as the lads are on the pitch training. Of course, it was all eyes on team news, who was going to be playing, so there was a massive 9 or 10 changes. Obviously the Fabian Schär was back from suspension, Martin Dubravka kept his place. I thought Vlachodimos might come in there, but a lot of the changes. Joe Linton's played in centre midfield. There was no sign of Joe Willock even at all in the squad, which was a little bit surprising. Maybe it's just an injury, maybe he's just been rested, similar to Alexander Isak, of course, just wasn't involved at all. But it was great to see Alex Murphy back on the bench, and also Trevan Sanusi, who did come off later on, made his way, got about 20 minutes, and he's a real prospect at the club. War flags, not so many this time around with being an FA Cup game. The club did charge £30 a ticket, which I thought was a little bit steep, but look how many people are there. Full house, over 52,000, which goes to show you. Our neighbours down the road only got 15,000 for a team that was in the same division as them. This is incredible support. But look at Bromley, top tier there. Absolutely credit where credit is due. They were sensational. Bromley, of course, went in front, which was disappointing. A great finish, beating Dubravka, but it wasn't long until Newcastle scored, got the equaliser through a fantastic goal through Lewis Miley, a fantastic hit. Great to see him start for the first time in almost 12 months. Subdued celebrations. I think it was more just relief that Newcastle had got back on level terms after a little bit of a scare in the first half-time game. Fans going down for refreshments, getting a coffee, a cuppa, an alcohol beverage, or something to eat as they ponder how the second half is going. Second half does begin, and Newcastle win a penalty. Matty Target is fouled in the box, and Newcastle did make 2 substitutes, and Anthony Gordon came on for Harvey Barnes, who wasn't really inspiring, and Joe Linton, which was already planned, I believe, to play 45 minutes, was replaced by Bruno. Gordon stepped up, took the penalty, and again, you can see by the celebrations, they're very subdued, as you would expect against a League 2 side, but it did put Newcastle 2-1 up, and if you can go and get another one, it would more or less probably kill the game off, because Bromley was sitting behind the ball. And it was William Osula, was played through by Bruno on that right hand side. He cut back on his left, and he absolutely powered home a powerful shot into the corner. The goalkeeper had the 2 goals, especially that he conceded against Miley and Osula, couldn't do anything about it. It's a great finish, fantastic for the lad to get off the mark on his first goal for Newcastle. That'll give him a world of confidence, a massive boost that he's got that monkey off his back, and he's scored for Newcastle United. Happy faces that Newcastle are into the next round of the FA Cup, where they will play Birmingham City away. I think that's a really good tie for Newcastle. I think we're a little bit fortunate. Yes, it is away from home, but you're playing against a side that is top of League 1, but again, Eddie Howe would probably fancy that you could rotate at least half the side, and Newcastle should be able to do a job. For me, Lewis Miley is the standout player. I think he absolutely bossed it. Good to see him back. However, I do feel Harvey Barnes is probably the one player that needs to look at himself for the chance to impress. He didn't really, but all in all, Trevan Sanusi there. Good to see him make his professional debut. As I say, he's a talent, but Newcastle are through the next round of the FA Cup. That's all that matters. And as the fans start to leave, some of them will be going home, some will be going to local bars, getting something to eat, getting something to drink, and so on. They'll be thinking of Wolves, which is in midweek. Obviously, Newcastle have now won 8 out of 8, which is sensational. Yes, Sanat, Bromley, but if you look at the wins last week, which I felt knackered travelling all the way to London to see Spurs, and to Manchester, then to Arsenal. It just felt tiring, but we got it. We've got some big wins there, but 8 wins from 8. Roll on Wolves at midweek and see how they get on at St James's Park. But yeah, I hope you've liked the video. Take care, everyone. Watch what is a day. Bye bye.